Good morning everyone, and sorry about slight technical hitch, but we're here and we're live and we're looking forward to working with you. Some of you guys are actually coming from YouTube. Could you actually join us on cargin.com and then you can actually register in, hit the discuss button, and actually communicate. I know we got Harry and Mick with us this morning, so good morning, gentlemen. I know a lot of you guys will be watching this later on because of work and school. Just to let you know, we've got a super secret segment at the end, and what that's about, at the end of the whole streaming, after the credits, I'm going to still be here. We've got a super secret segment, and they're primarily aimed at our mighty morse, our younger children. We'll explain a bit more in detail later. Right, if you're new to us today, make sure you do take things carefully and comfortably. Go to your own pace. If we're doing something that's going a little bit too fast for you, just miss one every other drill out. We're going to be doing a little bit of repetition on each drill so that you can get more comfortable with it. We're working safety, so don't do it in your own pace and your own speed and your own comfort. All the drills today are designed to work at home so that you can work around the furniture. Just make sure you've got space from each other and the furniture. We're going to make a start. From there, feet up, arm bar. Right, let's get ourselves moving. Always warm up first. Make sure you full range of movement, get all the limbs and joints moving. Let's bring those arms up, in and out. Taking it up and down. And going straight up. And going across. Going straight. And let's just roll those knees out. And inwards. Taking those knees up. Take those knees to the shoulders. And big circles on the hips. And let's go that way. Okay, keep the knees soft, hands up. We're working their way, so keep the knees pointing forwards as we gently go through. Okay, feet double shoulder width. And we're just waking up our hips, hip flexor, joints. Let's go over this side, going up and over the top. And bring it out, going over the other side, going up and over the top. And let's turn both feet this side. So keep the back leg straight and drop the hips. We've got the one leg in front, we take the opposite arm, stretching through. Change the back foot onto the ball foot, knee to the floor, and pushing forward. Now push the hips slightly. And let's go face the other way. Front knee back leg straight, use the rear arm. Stretch it through. Change the back foot on the ball foot. Let's put it backwards. Keep knee over the foot and no less than 90. So if you need to go further, go backwards and going over. Okay, and from there, just picking those knees up. And take those knees to the side, to the shoulder. Okay, and rest. Right, we're going to run a few techniques, single techniques to start with, and then we're going to put some combinations in after the break. So from there, to start with, stay one fist out, and on the hip, we'll go through a straight punch. A straight exchange, let's go. And go. Let's go. Two more. And one. Good. We're going to go to a side punch. So again, same thing, we're going to bring an opposite arm back as a reaction, but we're going to go sideways. Good. Again, same thing, same way. Let's go. Let's go. One more that side, we'll do the same thing. Right, we're going to go this way. So the reaction comes in the opposite direction of the punch. It doesn't have to come on the same plane. Let's go. Let's go. One more. Good. From there, we're going to go downwards. So we're going to extend forwards, and it's going to be a downward punch. And coming forward. And forward. Two more. And one. changing it, use the other arm. We're going downwards and all the different directions on the punching today. Two more. And one. Good. Now from there we're going to go upwards. So all we're going to do is have the hands from the shoulder. The reaction arm is going to come back to the hip and go up. Or alternative, we're going to go today, we're coming into the opposite shoulder. So this hand drops below the waist and comes upwards. So we're going to go this way with this hand to punch upwards. So it's nice and vertical. The front two knuckles are toward you. Same way. So from here, and again, again, two more. And same thing there. I always like to try left and right. So this arm's going to rotate, come up, and the other one's twisting. Both hands twist, in motion, come upwards. Two more. And one. Okay, good. Right, from there we're going to use the fingertips on a couple of these techniques. Fingertip attack. Use the fist for the more bigger area, but the areas, softer tissues, the eyes, the throat, solar plexus, abdominals, the groin, umbilicus, they're easier approached to the further extent. So similar to a punch, but we can use the fingertips and we're going to line it up with your own eyes. Same arm. So nice and relaxed and natural. So no tension till the completion of the technique. This hand, and we use the other hand. So this one's going to go forwards, and this one coming back. Let's go. And go. And go. Two more. And one. Good. What we can do forwards, we can do upset. So we're said about the eyes and the throat. We're now coming for the umbilicus, abdominals, and groin area. We're coming forwards. So from here, upset and downwards. This time I'll bring the hands again like previously to the shoulder. So from there, I'm going to step on this occasion. Good. This hand going down. And we're going down. And forward. Two more. And one. Change the arms and change the leg. We're going forwards and downwards. Let's go. Go. Two more. And one. Good. Right, from there, this time we're going with the knife hand block. So we're going to come out to the side on this one. So from across the chest, we're using a knife hand, fingertips face yourself, shoulder height without an opponent, and bring them all back to the waist. So from here, to the right. We're going to change directly to the left and over and over and go and one more. Good. We're going to go with that knife hand rising block. So a normal rising block, elbow next to the ear, reaction arm to the hip. We want to use the knife hand, we've got to pull it back. So the knife hand's protecting the top of the head here. Okay, we're going to step on this one. We're going to step. Change the hands. There we go. Centre chest straight up the centre line. There we go. There we go. There we go. Two more. And one. Good. Right, this time what we're looking to do is the inward knife hand strike. So from this strike, we're coming to the neck area and we're coming in. So again, a lot of these techniques today will bring reaction onto the hip. We can bring it to the shoulder, we can bring it to the hip. So in with the right. So one's coming in and you feel the difference. You pull those arms in to the centre line. Obviously close range for the nature of the distance we're looking at. going in there. So how close the attack is going to be. And one more. Good. We're going to do the reverse knife hand the same way. So we normally come this way, where we've done it on our previous showings. This time we're going to come underneath the elbow. Underneath the elbow. Good. We're going to step this leg, this arm. Same arm, same leg. One more with this arm. And we're going to change the arms. After we change the leg. Two more. And one. Good. Right, from there we're working on the checking block. Knife hand checking block. What we're doing here for this floating ribs, we're going to come up, and the purpose is to deflect and possibly grab the attacking, grabbing arm, punching arm, pushing arm. So from here, what we're going to do, whichever shoulder we got in front, that arm's going to be in front. So it's here with what's known as cutting. So I'm going to step back on this one. Good. Use the same arm, same leg. And if you look at the line up, it's just in line. So you're deflecting the attack beyond the rear shoulder. Two more. And one. And we're going to take the other leg back. So that means this leg's in front, this arm's in front. And we turn the hands in from about the floating ribs. Goes forward and to side. Got two more and one. Good. So from there, just make sure we don't miss out the three things we're going to be working on later. Now knee kicks, there's many types of knee kicks and many types of directions and targets. This one we're going to go at today, we're looking for solar plexus. So we're bringing the opponent in, putting the hand into the shoulders, and coming up the knee, we're stretching for the solar plexus and leg to point. So from there, using this leg, we're going straight in with the knee kick to the target solar plexus. Other leg. Change your legs. Bring the hands in. You can test this yourself without using the hands and with using the hands. Without an opponent, then your action on. With an opponent, you bring them onto the target. Two more. And one. Good. Right, let's look on to a couple of other techniques we're going to be working on. Right, from there, different types of elbow techniques. This one we're going to work in the drill later on. It's a back elbow, so we're coming straight, someone's directly behind you. It could be a grab, chokehold, or close range. We're going to bring the elbow back to the waist, underhand on top, so we're coming back. We're going to change it alternately. Good. Underhand turns and rotates into target. So this one, backwards, and go, and go, and go. Two more, and one. Good, good. Right. Twin arm upward block. Right. Previously we worked single arm upward block. And now this time we're just going to use both hands. So two targets, two releases. And one more. Good. One more technique before we go to a break for yourself. And after the break we're going to come back and do some combinations, putting some of those techniques in a drill. So this next one is going to be a downward knife hand strike. Now we've used knife hand strikes in many different directions, outwards, we've used the reverse inwards. This one we're going downwards, we're looking for the collarbone, the base of the neck, that kind of area. So from here, downwards. We're going to change directly over, so it's coming over the top, both hands working equally. We're going over, and going over. one more each way, and over. Good. Give a breather for those for a few seconds. We've got a quick VT, and we'll be back.
Hi there, it's James again on behalf of the CMBBA Academy. My last explanation was a bit long-winded, so I'm going to be a lot quicker this time. cmbba.energize.cloud, because this is the temporary hosting. This is not the main CMBBA site. This is in the address bar. cmbba.energize.cloud will take you to this clone of the site. It isn't the site itself. Member access, and then you click here to go in. First you need to log in, so I'm going to log in as my wife, Cam, and then the password, if you're a paying CMBBA member, you will have been given. So then book your lessons now, whether it's for yourself or for your kids. We're going to book for the kids, and then you've got brief instructions here. Now you've got the ability to see which lessons they've booked on already, and it's in the order that you've booked them, and which lessons your student has already attended. And then we can go back, choose another member, or we can go back to booking a lesson. If we go to book a lesson, all it does is it takes you further down the booking page to these lessons, and then choose the lesson that you'd like to book. Go to the red book this lesson. The yellow button will just scroll you down from the details, and then you're not actually booked because some people have 2, 3, maybe more members in their account. You're not booked until you press the red button. It says book this member on this lesson. So until you press that, I'm going to press it once for Simran, once for Rajan. They've already been booked on that lesson, and it shows you the other lessons they've been booked on. Let's see if I can book them on this last lesson. So yellow button to go down to the members, choose the actual member, and then you'll see, if you see the green booking successful, that's when you're booked. If you don't see the green, or you might see an orange warning saying you've already booked, but you need to see this green booking successful. If you're not sure if you've booked a lesson or not, scroll up to the top, just go to the member, and then you'll see all the lessons that you've got coming up. They might not be in chronological order. They'll be in the order which you booked them. So if you booked lesson far in the future first, and then another lesson, that's caught some people out. Then these are in the order that you place the bookings. I'm going to leave it there. So that was a much quicker explanation of how to book lessons. Just make sure you're hitting that red booking button on the lesson.
Right. Hi, back with us. Right, what we're going to do, some of the techniques we've done earlier, we're going to put them together as a continual drill. And the good thing about it is just changing shapes and direction. For those that work the patterns with us, you'll appreciate some of these combinations. Right, we're going to start from here. We're going to go upset finger thrust with the right, and as soon as we go straight way to the left. From there, we're going to go straight up to the eyes, and go straight up the other way. And from there, we're going to grab in with the knee kick, with the knee kick too. So that's the 6 moves, and we're going to go straight. So we're going low downwards to the eyes, to the nice solar plexus, low, high, middle. So from there, let's go from this area. So upset finger thrust, flat finger thrust, flat finger thrust, grab and grab. Good, bring it in. So with this, you can work the same arm, right, left, or we can alternate it. It doesn't really matter. There's no right or wrong on these drills. So we're going to go 1, 2, up, 3, 4, grab, knee and knee. Good. As we get more comfortable with these 6 moves, we're going to speed it up. So from here, so 1, down, down, high, 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 forward, forward, and forward. Good. And each time just a little bit faster. 1, 2, up, 3, 4, grab, 5, and 6. Good. And again, so from here, let's get ready, let's go. Down, down, up, grab, knee, knee. Good. We've got 2 more on this one before we move on to the next one. Let's go down, down, up, grab, knee, knee. Good. 1 more. Just when you get comfortable with it all now. Let's go down, down, going up, grab, knee, and knee. Good job. Right, next one we're going to do the upward punch as we mentioned. Then we're going downwards, and then we're going to the back elbow. So we're going to a target here. We're going to target here. We're going to go over the top, grab, and grab. So all these ones we're doing now are primarily on the spot. So we're isolating technique and looking the direction we're working. So we're going this way first. So I do it slowly to start with. Upwards punch, downward knife hand strike, downward knife hand strike, back elbow, back elbow. Obviously look in each direction, you can't do anything you can't see. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. So upward punch, downward knife hand, back elbow, back elbow. Good. Let's start speeding up gently. Upward, downward. A couple more for you. Upward punch, downward. Good. Very important to practice all techniques left and right. So some of the drills we do, we primarily go one way or the other. These kind of drills settle that out for you. We're going this way again. Let's go. 2 more on this one. Downward. And 1 more. Okay, good. Right, next one we're going to do in 2 parts, then we can put the 2 parts together. Right, we've done that in one knife hand strike previously, and we had a reaction arm to the hip, shoulder, we can do it to the hip. Reaction arm this time is bring the hands into the head. Good. So from there, it's inwards. And again, and the great way for this one, the great idea for this one, is that when we're going to flip it to the other side. Good. And what you can do one side, we need to do the other. Again, so coordinated. So lead one in line with the neck. We're looking for neck artery. The top one is covering the head as a reaction for a continuation of the hot use. Right, we're going to do the inward knife hand strike with the rising block, and then bring it back in the checking blocks. So we're going to be moving the shoulder, so I'm not stepping, but body positioning is the important part. Right, from here we go inwards. Change it over. Inwards. We're shaking the shoulder back, whichever, shoulders in front, we're using the hand front. Let's go inwards, inwards. Gone. I went completely blank there. Knife and checking block, and knife and checking block. Good. So we're going to use this arm on the strike. So inwards, and inwards, and checking block, and checking block. Good. Again, so inwards, checking block, checking block. Good. 1 more, we're going to do the second one and then put the last 2 together. Right, from there. So this one's coming to the neck, inwards, checking block, checking block. The reverse knife hand strike with the right, reverse knife hand strike with the left. So 1, 2, and we're going to go palm up the block, twin palm upward. Right, from there, so 1, reverse knife hand, 2, palm upward block 1, palm upward 2, and twin. So squared off the twin, side turn for the singles. Right, so 1, and 2, 1, 2, 3. Ready? Reverse knife hand. In, inward. 1, 2, 3. And one more on that, and we're going to put the last 2 jaws together. So we're going to go reverse knife hand, palm upward, and twin. Right, from there we went right hand in, left hand in, knife hand checking block, we then went reverse knife hand 1, reverse knife hand 2, and finishing off with a single palm upward, twin palm. Right, from there, so inward, right doing, let's go again, inward, and checking block, we're going reverse knife hand, palm upward block, and twin. Good. So the body positioning, feet still, so one take stances out of all these particular moves. Right, from there, reverse. Shoulder, reverse knife hand, palm upward block, twin palm. Right, so again, you don't have to remember these per se, but again, after this, you can always re-watch it and pick it up again. So we're going inward knife and strike, knife and checking block, we then went to the reverse knife hand, palm upward block, and twin. Right, and again, 2 more on that one. So we're coming in, checking, reverse knife hand, palm upward, and the last one. So again, take your time on these ones because they can trip you up, but that's the purpose of being able to do it left and right. So from there we're going inwards, we're going checking block, reverse knife hand strike, palm upward block, and twin palm upward block. Good. So again, that last one's a little bit, especially if any new people face this, a little bit complicated on one. Don't worry about that. But again, it's one of these things, you just break it down, take it easy, review this again and use it in your arsenal of training. Right, we'll give you a breather of the techniques and let's blow up this thing. We're now going to move on to the exercise part of it. This is what's going to be coming in to do that for us. So you're going to work at different levels. Take it to your own pace. If you need to sit out or miss every other one, you're welcome to do so. So whilst senior grades want to speed up, you're welcome to do so. We'll go at different levels. It'll be at introductory level, immediate level, or high level. I'll pass you on to Mr. Moss.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you again for joining us this week. Okay, we're starting off with getting those arms moving. Okay, 3 ways we're going to do these press ups. Remember in week 1 where I showed you leaning against a wall or a door, but so it's just those arms moving. If you can, going down onto your knees, make sure that your arms are directly under your shoulders and then just bending those arms down. If you want to take it a little bit bigger, take it on the knees, but keeping this back straight and then bending down. Those more advanced ones, you go to the full press up, and if you want to make it harder, do wide grip or narrow grip. Okay, so you adopt the position that you want, and when we're ready, the timer is on. Okay, so take it to your speed, make sure you're breathing, bending those arms. Keep it going. If you want to go faster, go faster. If you want to take it down, take it down. If you now want to try it with your legs fully extended, you can do. You go to your pace.
10 seconds.
Last 10 seconds. Keep going, keep breathing. Keep breathing.
5, 4, 3, 2, and stop.
Good work, well done. Okay, so now we're going to move on and we're going to work the tummy. Okay, so this one, you can do the lower one where you're just bending the arms down, so you go down onto your elbows and just straight back up again. You can put your feet underneath the coffee table or the settee, whatever, or you can do it with your feet just as they are. I prefer somebody to hold my feet, so if you wouldn't mind, Mastermas. And again, take this to your speed. If you want to go faster than me, you can. Timer's on, and off we go. So up and breathe. Up and breathe. If you're just doing it on your elbows, same again. Up and down. You choose. You can make it a bit more fun and high five when you come up, if you've got a partner there. You choose. Keep breathing. We're halfway through. Keep going.
10. 5,
Again, if you start with the big ones,
4,
get faster.
3,
Get faster.
2, and 1.
And last one. Well done. Good work. Thank you very much. Okay, moving on now. The last one for today. We're going to pretend we've got a skipping rope. So skipping rope's going this way. Okay, if you don't want to jump, you don't have to. Just bend the knees as that rope's going round. If you can, 2 feet together. And again, if you want to make it, you go either leg. But keep that rope going. Later on, if you want to use a proper rope, then go and get yourself a rope. And we're going 30 seconds on this one. When you're ready, and go. So keep that rope moving. 2 feet together. It's up to you. Just bend the knees. You choose. Keep that rope going.
Halfway.
If you want to make it even harder, pick the knees up.
Last 5 seconds.
5 seconds. Push it out.
5, 4, 3, 2, and stop.
Good. Well done. Okay, from there, we're just going to take a big deep breath in. And out. And in. And out. One more. Big breath in. And out. Okay, from there, just take your feet double shoulder width. Okay, and we're going left to right. In your own time. Bend as deep as you wish. Or not so far if you can't. And one more. This time, as we lean over, take that arm up and push out. And stretching these side obliques. Good work. And lifting up. And over the other side. And big, big stretch. Good. From there, just take both feet facing one way. And bending that front knee. Keep that back leg straight. And push it out. Holding that. And relax. And turn the other way. Again, go as long as you can manage. It doesn't have to be this long. It could just be here, feel that stretch. Or a bit longer if you can. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work, well done. Okay, thank you very much. One.
Okay, the great thing on doing the skipping without the rope, especially at home, you're not going to damage yourself or the furniture. So as I mentioned, everything we do here is designed so you can do all this at home or anywhere else that you've got access to the screen. Right, what I'd like to work on is the word of the week. The word of the week today is courage. As a martial artist, it's our goals and our tasks. So with courage, we're not talking about saving the world. We're not talking about being a superhero and fighting everyone's fights. We're talking about you as a person, and it's pushing yourself. Now, some of you guys are going back to school or new works If you're back in a new year, new friends. So the courage is to go up to talk to people that you don't know. So we're talking about your classmates, we're talking about your maths tutors, people. So actually having the courage to push yourself. A lot of people sit back and wait to be approached and have less friends. If you actually make time to go and speak to people, have the courage to do so. So put yourself out there. When the teacher's asking for questions, put your hand up, answer it. You might have the answer, but share it. And once you start talking, you get less fearful. Once you start doing things, once you start saying hello to people, once you start talking to people in a relaxed manner and being yourself, that takes courage. And obviously we say to the guys in the academy, courage is not following the guys when you know it's wrong. That's how it takes courage. It's not necessarily being the best fighter or anything like that. Nothing to do with that at all. That's not about courage. We're talking about you as a person. So push yourself, and that's important. The thought of the day on this, and those that follow us on Facebook, you know that I put this up was motivations or thought of the day, and that's a nice little one. The only difference between ordinary and extraordinary is a little extra, and that's by Jim Johnson. I think of that in everything you do, in how you approach things, how you present things, how you work. So the only difference between ordinary and extraordinary is just a little extra with relationships, with work, and with friends. I'd like to thank you for staying with us today. As I mentioned, those drills, some of them are a little bit more challenging than we normally put out there for you, but take it on the breakdown. So if you want to work those, repeat the front section, so do the techniques individually, and take the breakdown on the second section. Right, it's been great with you today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I always enjoy this. Always like to thank James and Cam for their support, for putting this all together for us, and thank you for joining. Right, we'll finish with starting from there for you. Well, and have a safe and fun time. Hi, this session we're working on now is our children's series. This episode is our children's series of confidence. And the first part of this series, we're going to talk about confidence, so it's how you walk, talk, behave, think, and believe. And all those things actually make a difference in how you are seen by other people. This will make a difference as how you feel as well. Right, we're talking about walking. So as you walk, make sure you walk with your chin pointing forwards. Too many people walk with their head down, they're either on an iPhone or on looking at something, or just don't want to look at people. By not making eye contact, don't just stare at people, by not making eye contact, it appears to be weak. So if you're walking, your head's down, the chances you're not seeing what you're walking into. So if you walk and you got your head down, you don't look as confident. Whether you are, whether you're thinking, when you're talking to yourself, doesn't really matter. It doesn't look like you're engaging where you are. If you walk with your head up, you look more confident and you can see more. So that's the important thing. First of all, make sure that chin is facing forward. Don't have to be up, you don't have to look to the sky, but look forwards. Importance of confidence is looking confident. Once you look confident, you'll start feeling confident, it will start working. The other thing about walking and not looking where you're going, people walk into things. So you could walk into lampposts, you often see it, they walk into walls, they walk into other people. You don't want that to happen, okay? But what other dangers could you be walking into? Now, I'm not going to say that now to you. What I'd like you to do is sit down with mum and dad and discuss all the dangers you could be walking into. And when you actually think about it, you think what a good idea it is to make sure you are looking where you're going and you're not walking into dangers. And there's quite a few to list, so I'd like you to sit down. So that's one of the summary things I would like you to work with that. The other thing when you're walking is make sure you concentrate on where you're going. So again, you could be looking forward, but not, you can look but not see. So make sure you're looking where you're going and you get there a lot quicker. And people get things stolen off them when they're not concentrating. So we don't like to happen to you, that's a by the way. Right, talking. Another thing about confidence is how you talk. Now some people will sit back and won't engage on talking to someone. So push yourself to say hi to your friends. Say good morning, hello, how are you? And I'm talking about your classmates. Don't go around talking to complete strangers, but talk to your classmates, talk to people that you know, and make an effort to do so. So with that, it's like when you're in class. A lot of people, when you're in class, a lot of times children won't put their hand up to ask a question because you're feeling a bit embarrassed. But so push yourself out there and talk to people, because when you talk to people, you do care about them. And when you talk to people, don't forget to smile as well, because if you're feeling a bit down, smiling makes you feel better. So when you talk to people, that will actually help. Right, from there, if you find that someone starts being silly, with knowing that you can stop them being silly on you, it might be they're pushing you, or they're slapping you, or they're trying to hit you. We're going to show you a few techniques to stop that, to help you build up your confidence. So from there, you can have your hands up, and all I want us to do, with this hand here, we're just going to extend out. So if someone tries to slap you, or they try to punch you or push you, and we're just going to move it out of the way. And we're going to use the other arm. So when you're in class, when you're in the playground, when you're walking to school, people are not entitled to hit you, but they do. Okay, they're just silly people. They might be just a bit excited, they'll be a bit silly, or they're a dare or something stupid, but we're going to make sure they don't do it to you. So we've got the hands up. You don't have to clench your fist, but you just have to move the arm. So we're going to take it out this way, just going up. So someone tries to come in, they might come this way, they might come there. So it's purely and simple as that. You're not fighting. Now schools don't let you fight. You're not fighting, but you're allowed to defend yourself, and that's good. You don't want to be hit. So they come in here. Now if they try to hit you on the stomach, we can just come in, bring it downwards. So we're just taking these hands downwards and moving, just moving away. But do you think that would always work on its own? I don't think so. So sometimes you have to tell them. So it could be, don't do that, leave me alone, that's not right. And say it and mean it. If you say it softly, oh, please don't do that, that's not going to stop them. But if you stop it, don't do that again, that's not acceptable. Okay? And make it nice and loud. Shout. Okay, if you're in the classroom and someone's hitting you, say, don't do that, don't hit me, don't. That will actually draw the attention that you're not doing it. And again, you can stand with a defensive posture. So by having your hands up, say, don't do that, leave me alone. Okay? The school's understanding this means no, this means stop, go away. Okay, this is, come on, let's go for it, let's fight. You don't want to do that, let's tell them to go away. So you could do it afterwards. You could be, if someone's threatening you, no, leave me alone, go away. And mean it. So that's something I'd like you to practice on that. So there's other areas that we're going to be talking on the next episode on this series about confidence. But what I'd like to do is work on these. So we're going to be doing a summary here for you. So the summary is, when you're walking, is have your chin up. Have your chin up and face the way you're facing. Look what you're going, and so you're not bumping into people. And that sometimes causes problems when you bump into people. They take offence to that. So the second thing is, I want you to sit down with mum and dad and talk about the dangers you could walk into if you're not looking where you're going. Okay, the dangers on the road, the dangers on the streets, the dangers, etc. And also, the second part of confidence, I want you to think about how you talk. Say hello to people. Don't just ignore them. So say hello to people. Say hi, hello, how are you? Good morning. So get into a habit of talking, and once you do start talking, you feel more comfortable by doing so. Right, so I'm looking forward to speaking to you on the second episode on this series, and I'd like to thank you for joining us for this one. Thank you.
Bye.